So, man, so we just came back from this Morbius movie, man. What's your thoughts on it? Hold up. Okay. I'm saying, like, compared to what people have been saying about this movie, can you agree?
From what I've been hearing, they're not doing the movie justice. Like, you got to actually watch it for yourself. I hate when people say that they don't want to watch a movie because of what somebody else have said, like other critics have given their input. You got to see it for yourself. Like, this is what I learned early on when it comes to watching movies, or any movies that I see to get a bad review. I go watch for myself, and I actually enjoyed it. I actually like it. Now, as far as like how I feel about the movie, it was pretty good, visually pleasing. The details was beautiful. Like me, Dixon, I'm a 25 Victor. So as a 25 Victor,
I told you about this last name thing, man. All right, it got to stop.
Listen. It's been embedded. Okay, Dominique Dom. All right. As a 25 Victor, we've been trained to look at attention to details, to bring out the videos, bring out photos. And when I say, man, like, my senses have been pleased. Like, the effects was on point. Like I said, the details when it comes to the face, when it comes to the sound quality, the visual effects, like even when some of the things you kind of already see coming, like when you watch a movie, you already see it coming, like the storyline, the plot, you already know what's gonna happen. Like, for example, obviously you know that the best friend,
no spoilers. No spoilers. We're not gonna spoil it for the people. You feel me? Yeah. We're not gonna spoil it for the people, man. You know what I mean? I like the movie. Even if the critics said this and said that, man, you got people saying this. I enjoyed the movie. I genuinely enjoyed this movie, man. I don't feel like I wasted my money on this movie.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
And like you said, the visually, this movie is really, really nice. Like, you can kind of tell why they delayed this movie, though, because like some of the effects they have in this movie is just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And you can tell they took their time and had these effects and visuals critiqued at least 2 to 3 times just to make sure it was.
Yes, I'm talking about, like, I can't even compare this movie to anything else when it comes to visual effects. I really can't. It's just that nice. Like, I know some movies they got good visual effects, but I'm talking about like the subtleness, the details. Even when it comes to like the sequence, like the follow through with some of the scenes, like it's nice. It's nice. You got to really appreciate the time and quality in this movie. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, see, like, even me, man, I try to get a couple of people to go see this movie, and one person told me that he didn't want to see it because what the critics were saying. You know what I mean? But this particular movie, which, and I think that they're just doing this because of the Jared Leto's Joker, and I don't feel like they should even look at it that way.
That's a different
project. Like, even some people, they're probably looking at this and coming at it like it's a Disney Marvel product, and it's not. This is a Sony Marvel product. It's not a Spider-Man movie. You know what I mean? This is Morbius movie. It's not a Spider-Man movie. Don't expect to see Spider-Man in this movie. And some people are going to be upset about that, which is crazy because some people wasn't upset about Spider-Man not being in Venom. If anything, that's the movie that they should be upset that Spider-Man wasn't in, was the Venom movie. Neither one of them. There's a reference, and then what makes it even worse, they gave you a reference, they gave you a little bit of candy, and they snatched that shit away. They snatched that shit away, all right? They threw some candy inside your trick-or-treat bag with a string and snatched that bitch out before they closed the door. But this movie, you have to see it for yourself. Like, you have to forget about the expectations that people believe this movie should be getting, because I feel like some people's expectations are too high, but the movie is good. And I also feel that people are judging this movie because Jared Leto and how the Joker was. You know, I was one of those people. I was afraid for this movie because of Jared Leto. But for me, I like it. I like it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't take it. I can't hold this against Jared Leto. I can't take this movie away from him. Like, it was good.
It was good.
Some people not going to agree with me, but that's all right, though. It was my goddamn opinion. Mine.
Man, like,
my opinion. Okay? I don't care what nobody else say and think. I paid for that fucking movie. You didn't come out of your pocket and pay for this movie for me. I paid for this goddamn movie.
You're right.
And I enjoyed this movie. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, man, like, I keep saying this time and time again. It's the attention to detail. Like, I can't stress how much, like, they really put a lot of time and effort making sure, like, each scene, in my opinion, will start out thoughtfully, from the movements, like, to the reaction to certain feelings, to the way he walk, certain looks. Like, it's nice. It's nice, man. Man, listen, are we getting into details, like, as far as
how I usually do these reviews, because I only did a couple, well, one, right? And there's more to come because there's a lot of stuff coming out, but I don't like to spoil the movie. I don't want to be that person to spoil the movie. You know what I mean? And just like when we did the Batman review, it is hard to talk about these movies without the excitement of spoiling it.
Yeah.
But that's part of the challenge, and we're going to tackle that. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Yeah, we're going to tackle it. We just got to give our opinions, our thoughts, without spoiling this movie, man.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil the movie, but I put it like this. The only way we do a spoiler video or audio is if somebody comment and ask for
it. Okay, so without giving any details, like, is it okay to talk about actors?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So, one of the things that I kind of find an issue with, like, it's only, out of all characters, there's only two that I had, like, an issue with. It's the woman, and it's Tyrese. Right. In my
look. Which woman? Which woman?
The one that's close to the main character.
Okay, so
the other doctor.
Matter of fact, here, I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
Right. The other doctor, I have an issue with her. It's a scene. It's a scene where, you know, she comes in where he has a logical reason for why he's doing what he's doing, and she comes in like, "No, don't do it." I'm like, "What you mean? Like, it's a logical reason why he's doing it. You come with your love and want to mess up the whole situation. Like, don't do that." And that happens in many movies where, like, you got a superhero who has a logical reason for why they're doing the things that they do, and they come with this random woman or some woman that's posting them, come with all these feelings and emotion, making the dude kind of want to second guess his decision. Like, come on.
But you know what? We didn't get that in this movie, man.
I got that.
He definitely didn't.
He didn't. But I'm saying, like, that element is there. Her trying to, you know, sway him from, why? Like, no, don't do that. Then,
yeah, she did it.
Okay, that's all.
But listen. At the same time, though, like, it wouldn't have been right if she didn't.
No, just don't say nothing. No, you don't need to. The reason I said you don't need to, because it doesn't matter if you said it or you don't say it. He still is going to do what he's going to do. It doesn't matter. What's the point of even saying it? You're just trying to introduce that element of your feelings into the play. Like, no, put that shit to the side. Let this man handle his business. And
But
then
that's
with Tyrese, I'm not saying him as an actor, you know, he doesn't deserve the beat up. I'm saying like his element, he come with this like, you know, like baby boy type vibe, like, you know, like, no, Tyrese. You need to revamp your whole aura, how you walk, how you talk. Go ahead.
look, man. Okay, about the woman, right?
Okay, that's the one.
She's supposed to do that because what female character isn't going to try to stop the guy from possibly making a mistake? And then you get a feeling like you done had a feeling before, like, damn, I want to do this. You know what I mean? You've had that feeling. Now, as for Tyrese, I did know. I noticed in this movie, they kept his lines as little as possible.
Yeah. His sidekick or his partner did most of the talking. He was like the comedy relief. I definitely I like this character. He fits. His dialogue, it fits. But Tyrese, even from the way to his side character, the way his side character walks, the way his side character talks, the certain stuff that he say, it fits him. But Tyrese, like, you need to do some more, have more versatile in your acting. Like, I'm talking about literally, he walks in like he's Vin Diesel, like bro, no, you don't need that. You don't need that. I know what you're trying to do, but okay.
How many people in the military, you know, walk like that?
It depends. Because, you know, it depends. Not everybody walk like that, but I'm saying it's a good handful. You know,
So with that being said, he was supposed to be a veteran.
Yeah.
He's a veteran. He was one of those guys. They don't explain it. You know, that's why you can't really, you can't really judge. You can't really judge it because they didn't show you all that crap. You know what I mean? What about him? But you can't really judge his character from stuff like that. I get what you're saying, but I just from him being on the screen, what I got out of it was minimize his lines. They minimize his lines. He didn't say much, man. He just went straight to the point. And I kind of feel like his character was like that really because like he said, he benefited from Dr. Morbius. You know what I mean? And he probably has in his mind, like, man, there's no way. But it don't really show that. You know what I mean? His character is kind of like a blank character, man. And he's just there to fill in a slot.
Well, one thing that interests me about Tyrese's character, if you notice, like when they first got introduced with each other, right? And then I guess Dr. Morbius kind of like snapped and his like fast reflexes kicked in. But if you peep though, how fast Dr. Morpheus moved, Tyrese kind of anticipated that. So I'm like, how is your reflexes on par with Dr. Morbius? Like the dude, how is your reflexes on par with that?
You're talking about when they had him.
They intercepted.
Yeah. So that I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So I mean,
But you seen his partner went down.
Yeah, but I don't think he necessarily knew that was gonna happen. Like after, like I think he was expecting it to happen because they was like, "Hey, you need to come with us." You know what I mean? And I think he expected something to happen. You know what I mean? Now his partner, like you said, he's the comic relief, but I feel like in this movie they didn't want Tyrese to be like he was in Transformers, and I actually like Tyrese in Transformers.
No, I no.
He was the comic relief.
Listen, it's a drastic change from how he was in Too Fast and Furious to what he is now. Like it's a drastic change. This man was in his mask and stone cold, like, yeah, I'm out here to get this money. Right? It fit. But then as the season progressed, as the franchise progressed, he started being more and more less believable, more of a comic relief, less taken serious of, like to the point where everybody in sequence, he just he's everywhere. Like you really like, yeah. His character did a drastic like, yeah,
I mean, but that's the thing though. Like this particular character here didn't really have that much screen time really to begin with anyhow.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He was just there for story purposes. That's it.
But if you peep though, that same reflex scene I'm talking about, towards the ending part of it, when they first got their last appearance, if you looked how Tyrese was walking, his arm was kind of like in the back trailing him. But if you look closely, you can see like his arm kind of had like some type of modifications on it.
Yeah, he stated that. He stated that the first time when they met him.
He said he saved them, but
He said
I don't think huh?
He said
The blood? Yeah.
He said it saved my arm when I was in Afghanistan.
But it looks like, okay, it's a difference when you get like a prosthetic arm or something like that. But his arm was he still had his original hand and stuff like that. But it looked like this portion here was modified. You ever seen
It probably was.
You ever seen Starship Troopers?
No, can't say I did. Hold on. No, I don't think so.
Okay, it was a scene in Starship Troopers, right? Where like the drill sergeant was talking to his recruits, and he was like, "Who here think they could take me?" And then the big dude came in and said, "I can, sir." You could tell he was like a farmer, big dude. And then when he went to go, combat the drill sergeant broke his arm and he screamed medic. Later on, you see his arm was kind of like in this like blue type. This like cast was all blue liquid, and it was kind of like in that same area, but the same form, but like it was like all black for Tyrese.
Yeah. And it might have been modified, but we won't know.
Well, yeah, but that was my issues with Tyrese.
And then if his arm was modified, look at that level of detail for something not to be the forefront of the movie, like him showing his arm off, but yet you seen that in this movie, and it wasn't really there for you to actually see it.
Yeah, so I would watch it. I would taking notes, man. It was pretty nice. I definitely caught that. So I was kind of thinking like, that's what we believe that his arm was modified, and that's how he was able to, parry with Dr. Morbius.
Yeah.
Then let's see what else. And then, as far as his ability, man, they really emphasize how powerful his abilities are. For a busy city that he was in, like is okay to say the location? Like where was that?
I mean, everybody should know where the location is. Yeah.
It was in New York. You know how busy and how loud New York is, but it emphasized a lot of details of how powerful his hearing is when it comes to such a noisy city.
Yeah,
bro, that hearing was impeccable. And the effects though, with the like the feedback, the bounce back when like he did his echolocation. What? That shit is nice. That is.
Yeah, like they really showed out with the effects on this one, man. I like how the effects look. I like how the effects look when he was moving. Like they really showed out with the effects on this one. But like I said, this is not a spoiler video, so there's only so much that we can say. I say don't listen to the lyrics. Don't worry about not the lyrics. Jesus. Don't worry about the reviews. Don't worry about the critics. Get out there and watch this movie for yourself. Be your own judge. You can't go off everybody else's judgment because their cup of tea might not be your cup of tea. You drinking tea, they're drinking coffee. You never know. You know what I mean? You just got to watch it for yourself. But I'm going to say this right here.
Mm.
Don't look at it as a Spider-Man movie. Don't look at it as a Avengers movie. Don't look at it like it's a Marvel movie that Disney did. You know what I mean? Go in this movie with an open mind, and you're gonna enjoy this movie. Like, don't put the expectations higher than it needs to be, because I feel like that's what people did. They look for certain stuff that they want in this movie, but they didn't do that to the Spider-Man movie. And there's a lot of stuff in that Spider-Man movie. The what is it, No Way Home? I can butcher that goddamn movie because there's so much stuff in that movie. But I like the movie. I enjoyed the Spider-Man movie just like I enjoyed this movie. There's stuff in this movie I didn't like. There's stuff in the Spider-Man movie I didn't like. Like this movie, I feel like it should have been 2.5 hours so that they can actually stretch out the storytelling. Not saying that the storytelling was horrible. It could have been better. You know what I mean? Had it had more time to explain a little bit things more. But since they only had, an hour and 30 something, they kind of just punch you in the face early with the action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some details that happens at the end of this movie that don't add up. Okay. Every movie has them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's people that play in this movie, like Sir Mill was saying, I didn't too much care for. But I'm not gonna judge the whole movie off of this little bit of stuff, man, because like the movie's good. The movie's good. Now, Sir Mill, compared to judging off of these ratings from these critics and all these different websites, some people gave it a 4.5, some people gave it a 5, some people gave it a 17% out of 100. How do you feel about that?
I give it an 8.5.
You give it 8.5?
I give it an 8.5.
Nice. So,
because like I said, it's some areas that could improve on. There's always rooms for improvement. I give it 8.5 because it's good, bro.
Okay. So with you saying that, you said 8.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jared Leto's Joker compared to his Morbius, did he redeem himself or is it about the same?
No, they're the same. It's definitely different. Trust me. Oh gosh, he definitely did his thing. He did his thing. I have no issues with him as the character in this movie. Like he did his job. He was solid in my opinion. From different emotions, like from the beginning to the middle, and to the point he got his powers, to the point when he found out certain things in the movie, like his expressions, his emotions, and something like that. It was nice. Hold on, I may have.
No, I'm gonna say this now.
Even then, no, I'm saying I thought I may have something about him, but even then, like I didn't have an issue with him. It was like the people that he was acting with that I had an issue with. Like some scenes wasn't believable, or it could have been more believable. It just wasn't a proper response to a certain situation.
Mm-hmm.
But it has nothing to do with him. It's the people that he was acting with. He's nice. He's good. He's good. To answer your question, yes, he redeemed himself.
Okay. So with his acting in this movie, right? Do you feel like it was like boring or flat, or like how do you see it?
So from the jump, I'll say he was interesting from the jump because if you see it in the beginning, it gives a glimpse of his past. You can already tell this man is gifted. Even when it goes to the scene where he acquires the things that he needs to even get these powers, you can see that he was like daring. He was courageous. He knew the risk. He was willing to do it. Even when it the point where like he's explaining to his best friend, he's very upfront with his situation. Even though he gives off this worn off, like I'm sick, like he is sick. He gives off the worn off sick type vibe. But in that feeling, in that experience that he's giving off, you can hear another message that's coming through his voice, through his expression. Like, I got an objective I'm trying to do. I know the risk that we got to take. I know the situation we in. I got to do what we got to do. Then, he see it flip to where like, now it comes from like, oh, I'm this helpless person who got the brains to get stuff done, to now I got to make sure that this doesn't get out. I got to, stop certain things from continue going further, and then you can see that his character comes to life with, with some humor in there, with some seriousness. You see him experience like different forms of emotion. So like, he definitely gives off, and then he doesn't give too much, because you also got to keep that sinister, that dangerous type element to him, because he does have a creature that's not creature, but this ability that's predatory in him. So he did good, man. I have no issues with his character. I have no issues.
All right, so I'm gonna just clear it now. Even with the Jared Leto's Joker, right? He's a good actor. He's a good actor. It's just, I feel like with the Joker, that wasn't the right Joker that they should have gave him. They should have gave him maybe a more of a serious Joker, maybe. But then at the same time, I feel like Heath Ledger spoiled us with his Joker. Now, as for Morbius, though, I feel like he did good. Like, there are people that are judging him harshly on this movie, and I feel like they shouldn't. It was good. That's really all I got to say about it. Like, he did good. Like, anybody that says different is just like, did they watch the movie? There's so many people that got opinions, but did you watch the movie?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Post-credit scene was nice. I think that got leaked out already. I think the post-credit scene was already leaked out. So, But
oh, you're talking about the second one?
The second one, yeah.
Yeah, the second. Okay, yeah, that was kind of. I like how.
I mean, if the second one got leaked out, I'm more than certain the first one got leaked out too.
Okay.
But we ain't gonna talk about it just in case people trying to stay away from it. We're not gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? But this the nerd box, right? Like when we do these ratings and everything, and we do these. No, we're gonna do this thing Naruto style. All right. What rank do you give this movie?
I told you 8.5.
That's a number. I said Naruto ranking.
Oh, ranking. Oh,
yeah, man.
That's interesting. Okay. Let's give it a ranking.
I'm gonna give it an A.
Oh, you talking about that type ranking? Okay.
The ranking, the mission ranking. Yeah, come on, man.
Hey, yeah, I give it an A. You talking about mission ranking? Okay, I give it an A.
Damn it, catch up, shit.
Yeah, I give it an A.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give it a A, man. They right here, Junie. You know what I'm saying?
It's an A, man. I give it an A. Yeah, it's an A, man.
Yeah. So, like, we're not even gonna worry about the whole the number ranking. We doing Naruto rankings on here from now on. You know what I mean? S, A, B, C, D. This was A. This right here was A. It's not top tier, but it was A. You know what I mean? Everybody's not gonna like this movie. Everybody's not gonna like this movie. Some people gonna like it, some people not. The crowd from this movie is gonna be split.
Damn, but they spoiled me with them effects, boy.
Yeah.
They spoiled me.
But the crowd from this movie is gonna be split. Everybody's not gonna like it. Everybody's not gonna hate it. It might be your cup of tea, it might not be.
You know what I did wrote down, man? It gave me, it gave me Matrix vibes too. You know why? It gave me Matrix vibes in some of the scenes. It gave me Mortal Kombat finisher type vibes. Like, yeah. Like, come on now. The fight scenes. Even when he would, all the fight scenes. I'm gonna just say all the fight scenes, just pure fight scenes. But the Matrix vibe was when it came to him like on the defense. Like,
yeah. I give that. I give you that. I give you that one.
Ooh,
yeah, I give you that one.
Hey,
it was nice. It was nice.
Listen, when you watch this, man, you can't be distracted, bro. You gotta really immerse yourself. Like, you gotta take it in. Like, it's
open mind.
You gotta take it in, bro. It's nice, bro. You
have to go in with a open mind. You have to. You can't go in closed-minded. You can't go in comparing this movie to anything else. You have to go in with an open mind. That's the only way. If you don't do that and you compare it to like Spider-Man movie, this movie, that movie, you're not gonna like it. Just go in there and it's like, I'm going to watch this Morbius movie. A Morbius movie. Not Spider-Man. All right, not Spider-Man movie, not Venom movie. There's a Venom reference, but not a Venom movie. Like, no. Stop paying attention to the trailers, because we all know that Marvel distract you with these fake trailers. They always change everything in the trailers. Like, don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Don't go in there with those expectations. All right, wipe all the trailers out of your mind, except for certain elements from the trailers are there. Yeah, but wipe all trailers out of your mind and just watch the movie. Just sit down and enjoy it. Get you some popcorn, get an icy, goddamn Coke, whatever, candy, whatever the fuck you get. Enjoy the damn movie. Okay, stop fucking complaining. If you gonna complain and all that, don't goddamn go watch it. All I'm saying is, from me being a Spider-Man fan, like, it's nice to see different fucking villains and different fucking people from that Spider-Man universe.
Speaking of the villain, right? Even though it's kind of, cliche, kind of, it's certain elements with this villain, bro, I really appreciate. Like, I really appreciate, because you get this. I'm gonna wait. Like, I really appreciate his villain. Oh.
Fucking up. That's cool though, because I'm gonna cut that shit. I'm gonna cut it. I'm cutting that shit out. All right, as long as you know I'm cutting that shit. Yeah, that's your fucking fault, and you causing more goddamn work on me.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Cutting that shit out. All right, I'm cutting that shit out. I'm not even gonna fully cut it out. Your ass, you are getting the pause button.
Listen, you can just mute me. You can just mute me. Just mute.
You are done. You're done. This video is about to be over, okay? No more. No more. No more. Matter of fact, hey, look. Hey, this has been the Nerd Box. This has been another review today. We reviewed Morbius, right? After you go watch this movie, if you go watch this movie, even if you don't watch this movie, comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what you think. What you think this movie gonna be, and what do you think this movie was, if you go watch it. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also turn on your notifications, so you know whenever we post new content, and later on in the future when we start going live. But fucking up. Until next time.